You just said, first quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. That's caught once again by Gallup. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Prescott. Coleman has it here right side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. A first down carry by Elliott, and he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
Andrew Booth making the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ballgame. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. They're exactly right.
Prescott from the gun.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game.
Ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's third down. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. So now on fourth down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football up a triple option, you've actually called that play.
J-Ron Curse in on the tackle. Nothing after one on EA Sports. Five yards remain on second down. Off play action. Conway. Left side complete. That's Ingram. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
Nice play call. A little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Conway.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And it's picked up by the Cowboys.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Coleman. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
46.
From the 39, Prescott toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. That one goes for 8 yards. Defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Dak going to hand it to Elliott on the option. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Prescott now.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To the air again, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. A few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Prescott to throw on fourth. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. They'll throw again. Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. On second down, Elliott. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. They got to get to the 23 here on third. Prescott to throw it.
He'll go underneath here to Elliott. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They go to Elliott again. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he's got it. Touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
First and 10 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Yeah, he's going to be out of that. Before he takes it inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Stewart. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Back to throw again. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Conway. And complete right side to Cook.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Operating from the gun. Conway to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try to plan a comeback.
They're just going to run it here up the middle. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now. Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's go.
They're going to try and throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
On for the point after, Corey Vedvik.
It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
Makes the score Cowboys 17, Vikings 3.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
To throw again, Conway. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Conway. He's got a man. Complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And that might this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
On 1st and 10, Conway. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On 2nd down, Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing deep for Stewart. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. 32 yards. And the Vikings are back within a score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Now Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Prescott. Now that's Elliott, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32 right down there. whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And taken right on the 30. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Try to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Off the play fake. Conway. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Conway.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Cook up the gut. And some room to roam now.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said? It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up, and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
8 yards to go on second down.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Throwing. Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Fourth down, Prescott. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Up the middle, it's Cook. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Here's Cook again.
Flashed the stick skills on that run, but then stopped shy of the 35. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
On third down, Conway. And Allen's got it.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Vikings have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Dak's throw there caught by Gallup. On the option, here's Elliott. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. Game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. A 1st down carry by Elliott. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Dak. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Here's Prescott. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost them.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. If he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
The Vikings will continue on in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody.